if you're having problems getting this bolt to catch the threads here, you can see right here, first check to make sure that your threads are good, that the bolt works. This bolt goes in a clockwise motion, so like this. So now that I know that that works, you come here, and right now I've simulated this being not aligned with the foot pedal tube. You can see right here that I feel like I'm catching the bolts, but I'm not really, and I can't get them to catch like I did without this. So what I'm going to do is take this, with this smooth section, I'm going to put it right here against this inside lip like that, and then I'm going to use this to rotate it so I get more torque on it. So now I think I've aligned this tube, this bracket with this tube, and now I'm going to go like that, and a little bit of wiggling, but I caught the threads. You don't want to force it. If you're having to force it when you're doing it by hand, that means you're crossing threads, and that won't be good for the machine. So just make sure you could turn it by hand a few times smoothly. Wiggle to help. Now I'm going to use a tool. No, wait, I'm not going to use the tool. First, after doing that, to make sure I align the tube with the crank hole, I want to come back and make sure I get this washer in. So this washer goes like that. And now that they're aligned, it should be easier. There you go. Got it. And we'll turn it a few times. I'm going to use a tool to fully tighten it. Okay, got that. Now on the other side, I'm going to get this spring washer and the nut that was with this bolt. You can't mix the nuts from the two different bolts of this. I'm going to get this. I'm going to hold this so I could rotate the nut without turning the bolt head. And that should be good. Here I'm going to install the left side bolts on the left side foot tube and left side crank. You can see right here on the bolt there is an L stamped onto it, so that should help identify. You don't want to mix the left side parts with the right side parts. I've made this crooked so that I could simulate it not working, but first I'm going to show that the bolt does work, or just the check to make sure your bolt isn't already damaged. Rotate it. You have to rotate in a counterclockwise direction here because this is reverse threaded. So there you can see that the bolt does go in nice and smoothly, so it's just a matter of turning that little tube here to make sure it goes in straight. Here I'm going to try to put it in, but rotating it counterclockwise I can't because the bolt catches the threads cross, so it's not good. So I have to do that thing where I use my hand to leverage this and try to align the holes. I'm going to try again, and turning counterclockwise. Not quite yet. A little bit more. Okay, trying again. And no, still not catching. Oh wait. I think I did get it. Yes, I did get it. So yes, I got it. And now, since I was just trying to get the alignment of these parts good first, I'm going to remove the bolt, come back, get this spring washer, this little flat one, wave washer, put it on, then come back and install the bolt, turning counterclockwise, and it's going in. Okay, now that it's in, I could feel the other end of the shaft coming through the hole here, so I know it's going in, and I'm still doing it by hand. So as long as you could do it by hand for a good bit, you're not crossing threads and nothing's being damaged. Now, turning counterclockwise, I'm gonna tighten this all the way. Let's do it over here so I can get some good force into it. Okay, now that I got that, I'm gonna get the spring washer on the other side of the exposed thread shaft here, and then the nut, and then this one will rotate in a clockwise direction. The nut will rotate in a clockwise direction to get it onto the exposed shaft on that side. I'll start tightening it. I want to make sure to hold the bolt steady while I tighten this side, just so that the bolt doesn't loosen while putting force on the nut. Okay, there we go, and bolts are installed now.